a first lecture on my YouTube channel. That is this video related to the automation. So let's see what is automation. So we can absorb the word automation. Auto means the answer. The automation gives the meaning it self-detecting. The automation gives the meaning self-detecting or mechanism move by itself. That divide into the Greek word. First is auto. Auto means automatic. Second is motos. So divide the two words. Both two words taken by the Greek word. Both two words is a Greek word where auto means self while motos means mean. So any work done by automatic it's called automation. It is called automation. Then let's see second kind of industry. Which type of industry use automation technology? So let's see about which type of industry use automation technology. So first is automobile industry. In automobile industry, just like car manufacturing industry. Second, oil and gas industry. Oil and gas industry means diesel, petrol, kerosene. Third is packaging industry. Packaging industry just like it's normal we use day to day life. Biscuit, coffee. Fourth is the bottle filling machine. We know that bottle filling machine in aquaguard, uh, aqua water and water filling, juice filling, and beverages filling, and Pepsi, Coca-Cola filling. And industry, we know that cement industry, all cement industry, water treatment in wastewater, and WTP and STP. WTP, waste water treatment plant. STP, high test process. Advantage of automation. So it's very common to increase the productivity. Obviously, if we work done by automatic done by automatic means that not involve human for the work. Just like bottle filling is automatic, car manufacturing automatic by the robot, packaging automatic, not by the done by human. Siemens make automatic, not done by the human. So increase the productivity, improve the product quality. Obviously, if just like example, if we can make a tea, we can make a tea, take same quantity, take same quantity water, take same quantity milk, take same quantity sugar, take same quantity tea, take same quantity approx tea. Okay, in for 5 liter, as well as second for 5 liter, same temperature, same time. Okay, but productivity equal first 5 liter tea and second time 5 liter tea. Obviously, maybe some different between first 5 liter and second 5 liter tea. But if we can make tea by the automatic means, automatic means by the automation, same quantity oil, same temperature, same quantity sugar, same quantity milk, same quantity water, same temperature, same time for first 5 liter and for second 5 liter. So both 5 liter, if we can see able to which kind type of activity doing by the PLC or control level, as well as we can control with supervisor means SCADA. Third is last stage control level, then supervisor level, then planning level. So fourth, third, second is planning level. In planning level, engineers plan which type of activity we can do, which first is management level. In management level is managed by the all planning level, supervisory level and control level. So planning level based on the supervisory level based on the control level. So first, second base third, third base fourth. So all fourth, third level base the first level means the management level.
What is PLC? So the stand of PLC, if you observe PLC, word of PLC, so the stand of PLC is programmable logic controller. Means that programmable logic controller. PLC is a hardware. In hardware, we can do program with the other using particular software on particular PLC. PLC is an industrial computer used to monitor input and regulator turn off these output automated device or process. PLC is industrial computer used to monitor input or regulate turn on or off output. Means PLC used as a computer, industrial computer, just like uh, we use computer for the working other purpose, just like PLC used as an industrial computer for monitoring or for monitoring and controlling, for monitoring purpose and control purpose of industrial work, just like bottle filling sector, food and beverage industry, bottle filling industry, meal industry, oil and gas industry, infrastructure industry and paper industry and cement industry, any other industries. So regulate turn on slash off output means use as a monitor and regulate input, do input on or off as a output. Automated device processor process automated device processor process depending on their state, making choice based on their program logic. Program I write in the PLC, just like if I write in PLC, output will be on when I press input. When I press first input, then output will be on. So just like same, when I press the input, just output will be on based on the program. PLC is a combination hardware and software, obviously, because without hardware we cannot able to the program in the PLC. PLC is a solid state device. Solid state device means, so here we can see cross question. What is the do you mean by solid state device? So here are any device made by electronic equipment. Just like you have a laptop, so laptop make in electronic equipment, just like diode, triode, IC, transistor, cathode, register, resistance, other electronic device. Or you have a phone, so phone also phone is made from solid state device. So it is a solid state device means which device any device make from the help of uh, electronic device, just like uh, history of PLC. So who is the father of PLC? Rich Dick Morley. Rich E. Dick Morley is the father of PLC. Invention by PLC invention by Rich E. Dick Morley. First PLC. What is the name of the first PLC? So first PLC name is Modicon. First PLC name is Modicon. Invention in 1969. And company by which company developed first PLC? So first PLC developed is a General Motor. Founded is in United States. This company founded in United States, but company name is a General Motor. Easily observe what is the role of PLC in industrial automation. So PLC play most important role in automation because without PLC we cannot do any plant or any work. Automation means automated. All monitoring as well as control function. All monitoring as well as control function are taken by the PLCs. Means all monitoring. So how can all monitor from the PLC? We know that SCADA. So with the help of SCADA, we can monitor the we can monitor of the plant, and we can control the plant from the help of PLC. Monitoring, for monitoring purpose we have required SCADA, and for controlling purpose we have required PLC in industry. What is the importance of PLC? So no one will be doubt the importance of having PLC system nowadays. Obviously not any doubt what is a big important is in the industry of PLC. It is a one system keep everything running perfectly. So with the PLC, with the help of PLC, all work done by automatically, means do not require human and do not require extra efficiency. So and PLC plant running smooth fast all become possible PLC. So how to it's possible plant is how it possible plant running how it is possible plant running very smoothly with the help of PLC.
Component of PLC. So in PLC divided different component. So first is a, we can see here, first is a input module, second is a output module, and third is a CPU, fourth is a power supply, third is a programming. Input module means switch. Any switch means push button switch, toggle switch, level switch, pressure switch, temperature switch, or flow switch, conductivity switch, or proximity switch. Any switch which is connect digital input card from the field. It is a digital input module. So in output module in PLC component one in PLC component है output module, CPU. In the CPU, PLC store the all data just like program. In the CPU, PLC store the program or logic. And power supply. Power supply is a PS power supply means AC power supply or DC power supply. So and programming device. Obviously, without programming device, we cannot able to the program in the PLC. Power supply is SMPS. Which SMPS is a power supply is SMPS. So SMPS or AC power supply or DC power supply. So different type of PLC. And one observe here. So CPU, two type of CPU, microcontroller based and microprocessor based. So different type of PLC. So type of PLC based on size. In based on size or based on hardware setup and based on power supply. So based on size, first micro PLC, nano PLC, medium PLC, large PLC and very large PLC. So what do you mean by micro PLC? So micro PLC is a micro. Absorb the name of micro. Micro means mini. Uh, Minimum number of input output in that PLC. Nano PLC, high number of input output greater than number of input output of micro PLC. Medium PLC greater than number of input output of both micro PLC or nano PLC, and large PLC greater than number of input output of micro PLC, nano PLC or medium PLC. And very large PLC is a greater number of input output module, micro PLC, nano PLC, medium PLC, large PLC. So very large PLC is a modular PLC, not compact PLC. So based on hardware, compact PLC and modular PLC. So what is a compact PLC? So in compact PLC we can not able to the extend input output module. But in modular PLC we can extend input output module. In modular PLC we can extend or add input output module. And based on power supply, is AC power supply. In AC power supply, 220 volt or 110 volt AC supply, and DC power supply is a 24 volt. So DC power supply operation, PLC operated from two power supply. First is AC power supply and second is DC power supply, 24 volt. Compact PLC. So in compact PLC, number of input output are fixed on board. So if we can see here, it is a Siemens PLC, Simatic S7 1200 PLC, just like line, neutral and ground. It is the input device, number of input and number of output. So it is a compact PLC because in compact PLC fixed number of input output. So again, what is the different brand of PLC? So Modicon, ABB, AB means Allen Bradley, Siemens, Honeywell, Omron, Delta, Hitachi, and Mitsubishi, General Motor, Schneider Electric. So many number of companies that is provide PLC, but popular or most popular brand or most using brand in this industry, automation industry. First is a heavy PLC means Bradley PLC, and Siemens is a Siemens PLC. Allen Bradley PLC developed by Rockwell Automation, Siemens PLC developed by Siemens company. Advantage of PLC. So advantage of PLC, it is if you are see my old lecture, so I discuss about advantage of industrial automation. So based on industrial automation, you observe what is the advantage of PLC, because industrial automation based on PLC. So advantage of PLC industrial automation depend on PLC. So advantage of PLC, less maintenance, because of in this PLC easy to troubleshoot, less wiring, because earlier 2000 in 90 before using PLC, more number of wiring, or very complex wiring, because we are using in 1950, in 19 we are about 1950 relays or contactor type of wiring, when PLC is not developed by General Motor. So cost effective is obviously cost is a very less of PLC, and is easy to troubleshoot. Because of less wiring, so we can easily find which type of fault in that particular panel. And first, fast working relay based on relays or contactors, or based on relay. uh, Compared to relay or contactor based panel, PLC panel is a very cost effective or less wiring. High response, very high response, because PLC is a give response in millisecond, nanosecond, not a millisecond. PLC give response in nanosecond. Fast working, easy to program, because in PLC, if we are using Rockwell PLC, so for Rockwell PLC, we able to the program particular Rockwell software. Scenario, we are using Rockwell software Studio 5000 or CCW for the micro PLC programming, and Rockwell Software Studio 5000 for the compact logic PLC and control logic PLC. Communication capability, easily communicate with the PC and with other communication module. Fast response, just like if easy programming, fast response. PLC given PLC give the response in this syncing sources. Before, I'm going to see about what is power supply. So power supply provides processor. Power supply provides processor, I/O, and communicate module with system energy requirement. Means that when I when we connect the power supply in the PLC, so power supply provide the supply of processor to communicate. Input output module means input module and output module. It is a input output, both module is a modular module. And system energy requirement, because the PLC requirements some energy system, because PLC depend on power supply. Without power supply means without AC current or without DC current, we cannot start and stop the PLC. Typically, the voltage of energy supply is the voltage of energy supply is 120 volt to 20 volt, 120 volt, 220 volt AC, or 24 volt DC. But in current scenario, generally used DC 24 volt for PLC. Most uh, minor case use AC to, 220 volt or 120 volt or 220 volt, and the output voltage of back plane is 2 to 5 ampere and 5 volt. 5 volt, 2 to 5 ampere. 5 volt is a battery of the 5 volt is a battery of the PLC for the save the program, because saving of for the saving of program in PLC, 5 volt battery inbuilt. So what is syncing sourcing? It is a very important topic. What is the syncing sourcing? So syncing and sourcing is a method of input-output wiring. So generally we use in industry for input-output wiring two type of wiring. First is a syncing wiring, second is a sourcing wiring. So in case of syncing wiring, where we connected power supply minus, observe here, where we connected power supply minus in common of we call sourcing type input. Means when we are connected power supply in minus input in digital input card PLC connected power supply minus in digital input card when we connected minus in common and connected plus in input channel. So this type of wiring is syncing wiring. And we call the sourcing input. The wiring is a syncing, but we call the sourcing type of input because input is a source of the field module. Just like in field connected label switch, pressure switch, label switch, pressure switch, conductivity switch, air label switch, pressure switch, conductivity switch, air pressure switch, and flow switch. So it is called source type of input. Sourcing type of where whenever we connected plus apply in plus common module PLC, we call syncing type of source input. Means in wiring diagram of S7-1200 PLC. So wiring the S7-1200 PLC line neutral. S7-1200 PLC, it is a 120 to 240 volt required supply, 120 to 240 volt VAC. VAC means voltage AC voltage, and in input module we connect the switches. In input module here we can see here the graphic. In input module connected 24 volt switches, and output module connected the bulb, means light line, and neutral. Neutral is a common from all output for all output, and line is a connected is a neutral is a common for all output, and line is connected for the from the output. Relay type of output is a relay type. It is a relay type of output. So did you know this model of PLC for inbuilt power supply convert AC to 24 volt DC, AC 120 to 220 volt DC voltage into 24 volt DC. Means in the PLC inbuilt converter, AC to DC converter. You know about AC to DC converter. So in the PLC connect AC to DC converter, which is change AC supply to DC 24 volt supply. So we can see here scan time is a cycle consists of the execute program by CPU update the output. Means when we create the logic, so logic start to end, that is a time is calculated by the PLC. It is a scan time. So see here, see here also, read, scan input, execute logic, then write, update the output. That means if example, we have a one NO button, one NO switch and one output. When you press, when we press NO push button, so contact will be changed NO to NC and output will be execute. So in both work, press the push button and start the LED. In both work that calculate time by the PLC, it is a scan time. So scan time is nothing but is a very important task. So next is a PLC brand we are used. So it is a important which PLC brand you used. So in current scenario we can in industry most popular brand is a Rockwell or Siemens. Rockwell or Siemens is the most popular brand. So in my coming lecture I starting the one by one steps on programming, steps on Rockwell platform, after that Siemens platform. So follow my videos basics to advanced. In my coming videos I starting Rockwell platform Studio 5000, compact logic, that is a compact logic and control logic, controller programming software, complete tutorial basic to advanced level. So what is the NONC concept with hardware? In hardware, software and result. If we used in hardware NO and we used software NO, so result is a always NO, normally open. When you use software NC and hardware NO, so result is a NC. When we use hardware NO and software NC, then result will be NC. And when we used hardware NO and software, when we use hardware NC and software NC, then also result will be NO. So it is a without working condition, means in this condition we cannot use the logic, only make the logic. To see the table, this is a table based on the NONC concept. There is a 4 concept. First concept is if you take NO in hardware and in software NO, then your result NO. If you take NC hardware and in software NO, then your result is NC. If you take soft NO in hardware and in software NC, then your result will be NC. If you take hardware NC and software NC, then also result will be NC.